Hello, everybody. This is the English channel of the two EvoSports streams. If you're looking for the Chinese channel, it is going to be the other one, Table 8. My name is Justin Lee. I am the co-founder with Colin for EvoSports. We are the ones who developed this platform to bring you extra tables during tournaments. So if you are joining us, we are an automated streaming platform. So these matches are started by the players themselves. We also now offer digital pool support and a whole bunch of different commentator features. So that's enough about Evo. Let's get back to the match. That was a good shot. Lucky little bump there to get straight. Did a really nice job holding the weight on that 6 ball. Although he had a lot of room to cheat. Was the punch forward for the 8, nice and natural. And that's when I can find out which player is which. If you're watching from Taiwan, give me a ni hao. If you're watching from anywhere else, say hello in your language and let me know where you're from. Oh, wow. Sorry, I missed that miss on an 8 ball. That was a nice out, especially getting to that 6. We saw that a lot in the last match. Missing late balls is really painful in 9 ball and 10 ball. Yeah, leaving a very straightforward out. So I guess this is Mr. Liu CHUAN. Oh, Patrick.
Hello, Justin. Good evening and good morning to these players.
Yeah, I want to know where all our viewers are from. If you're from Taiwan, give us a ni hao in the chat. And if you're from anywhere else, give me a hello in your language and let me know where you're from. So you just missed a lucky win by Liu CHUAN, who's breaking here. CHUAN made a great run out, only to miss the 8 ball, and quite straightforward 8 ball, to be quite honest. letting Liu CHUAN have a 2-ball out. Unsuccessful on the break, but is safe from the 1-ball. It's going to look like a push shot or a kick shot. I think they're going to kick at this. You can stun it on the kick with a bunch of top spin. And leave it behind the 2-ball. Leave the cue ball behind the 2-ball. Sorry. And bring the 1-ball up table.
Just perfect.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. He hit it at a great speed too, locking it up to the 2. 3-ball takes away some of the banking angles.
Oh, wow. Look at this shot.
Matches it.
But he doesn't get the shape on the 2. He would have rather that just stopped on the bottom rail, mid-table, second diamond, bottom rail. Would have been good. But now he's got to do it again. That was an incredible kick shot. Just to get full contact into it. It's great. Going 2 rails into the 2-ball now. Yeah. That's unfortunate for him. Good contact, but hit it quite a bit too full to get separation. Oh. Shooting error there from, was that SHENG?
Yes, that is SHENG.
The gentleman with the glasses was. And this is Liu CHUAN at the table. Is that right, Justin?
Yeah, Liu CHUAN. I'm going to read it as the English romanization. I'm not going to try and butcher anyone's names here. That 2-ball was really unforgivable in terms of where it was and how easy the shape was to the 3.
Okay, so he goes to get his jump cue here. And I wonder if he's going to try to play the 9 as a 2-way, or is he going to go all for the pot on the 5 in the bottom right corner? Oh, he missed the 5 completely, hit the 9 and scratched. So after the missed 2-ball earlier from Tsai, he gets back to the table with the ball in hand on the 5. Good cut on the 7. Really hit that a little bit extra full to cheat the pocket a little bit to hold the cue ball for a good angle on the 8.
Sorry about that. I was messaging another venue of ours. If you are checking out the if the first time you guys are at the EvoSports page, check out our channel. We actually have, I think, 6 or 7 matches going on right now in 3 different countries. These 2 included in this tournament. But it is an automated system, so people are streaming their matches from all over the world onto our channel. So give us a follow, give us a subscribe, and you'll see matches from all over the place.
So it looks like SHENG did not update the score yet, but it is 1-1. So he's breaking a little bit more to the center of the table than we've seen from other players. So far in this tournament, we're going to use the maximum allowable spot on the break box. He was not successful in pocketing the 1 ball. However, he does leave quite a bit of a cluster around the 2 that could cause some issues getting shape on the 2 ball, and especially getting shape on the 2 ball that can get you shape on the 3. A lot of things to navigate in that center of the table around where the rack was. And an
I feel like
inside
you almost have
English.
to force this. Hit the 1 ball first with a bunch of left spin, and come off 2 rails back to where you are now. He has to hit the 1 ball first.
Yep. There's a lot of spin on that ball.
There we go. Come on. Ooh.
You might be watching it on the YouTube video instead of the
Yeah,
studio.
I'm a little bit delayed. Yeah, because I think I'm watching on both screens right now. That's why.
Oh, okay. I know sometimes I mix it up, and yeah, you were a little bit behind there. All right. So the 2 ends up laying up perfectly. Decide to pocket this on the side and get decent shape on the 3.
I'm a little confused what he was trying to do there, to be quite honest. Like, kind of lock up to the 5, I guess.
I'm not really sure. I think he wanted to bump the 5, and he missed, and he didn't bump the 5, and cue ball leaked way out. But the challenge here is getting from the 3 to the 4, because of the balls that are around that 3 ball. They cause a problem for your position line. You see right here, it's going to be hard for him to avoid the 9 ball to get position on the 4. And if he gets to the other side of
and I
the
think
3,
he elected to take this route because he had 2 choices, right? He could come this way, past the 9, which he has a great angle for.
you
Where
think?
he is now.
Yeah, okay, that's probably
I think
the
there's a
way.
great angle for it. Or he had to punch forward, but the shape to get this was very different.
Yeah, that would be very difficult.
So I think he picked the right shot here.
Oh, he just went straight
misses
left
the
English.
9 inside.
Yeah, he just hit that with straight outside. Missed the 9 completely. So good cueing. Oh. Good on the 4. However, He leads the cue ball maximum distance away from the purple 4. And on the rail, nobody likes this shot. I don't care who you are. I might kick at this and try to kick it and play a safe.
Yeah,
That's not
undercut
bad.
it. He's going to roll safe.
Yeah, good control. Yep. Jump cue is coming out for this, I'm pretty sure. Yes. I'm looking at his jump cue, and it looks like an older style. It's got a metal ferrule, not carbon fiber. You don't see these anymore very often anymore. I wonder what kind of cue that is. If anybody in the chat knows, I am curious. Looks like it worked fairly well. Somewhat successful here. But you can see enough of this to play safety. Freezing the cue ball underneath the 6. Possible. Needed to play that with a little more pace, I think, to get the 4 all the way over to the other side, the left side of the table. I think he meant to just kick it really thin. I mean, to cut it really thin, I think is what he meant to do. He kept kicking it. Oh, he got a fortunate bump off of that 8 ball for that 4 to just roll right behind the 5. Oh, and the kick combo almost goes in the pocket.
And then ends up with just a steep angle as his first shot that he played safe on, actually.
Yeah.
But much easier now.
Both
Getting shape on this 5 is tough.
Yeah, both players are not pulling the trigger too quickly. They're making sure that they're getting the best opportunities before they decide to go on the offense, and that's the right way to play. But now might be the time if you can hit this with some inside. There we go. Well, he's still not out of it. Looks like we're going to go back to the safety game. I like actually using, coming off the 5 into the 6 with the cue ball, holding the cue ball here and banking the 5 back up table. Oh, I like that even better.
Yeah, I was thinking that actually to bump the ball and use the 6 as your blocker. I think that was the
that's the way to play it. Very smooth.
You had the 9 ball to stop the 3 ball. You had the 8 ball to stop the white ball.
Yes. Very smooth.
He's looking at 2-railer here, I think.
Yeah, it might be all he's got. The side pocket looks like it might be in the way of that second rail where you want to hit. What do you think, Justin? Or do you think that spot is maybe right here?
Something like, yeah, I think that spot's right.
Yeah, right, it's just.
Oh, look at that. Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's even more so, I think he had to hit almost here.
Yeah, I think so, actually, yeah.
Well, it's another really messy rack here. I think that another safety is fair play here.
Yeah. So what's the safety that he's playing here? I'm not. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Behind the 9, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, bump the 6, put it behind the 9.
Yeah, and it also keeps that 3 ball or 5 ball, whatever it is, in trouble near another ball to where he can get the 3 foul. Potentially. Okay, now his 2 railer
Why
is.
he doesn't jump it? It is jumpable. I don't know if I like going for the kick here. The 8 ball blocks a lot of that 5. Well, he's coming in from the inside. Again, 2 rails. How he does it.
Okay, we're going to see a third safety going for the 3
Comes off
foul.
short this time. Well, it comes off short both times, sorry.
Okay, so he is going to go for the 3 foul. He's made sure that there's enough room to get that 3 through there without hitting the 8, I think. He wants to slide that 3 through, freezing the cue ball to the back of the 8. It's very touchy. Because I think that the 3 might rub the 8 a little bit. I think now he's going to bring the cue ball back up behind the 6, maybe even. Nope. Well played, and he says you're on 2. Well, that's a tough spot to be when you're on 2 fouls. What do you think, Justin? You hit the old, jack up on it, hit the top of the ball, hit it hop over off of the rail. Do you like this?
Well, yeah, it's the pop 9, I guess.
And you get the 9 ball, right? I mean, that shot is there, I think.
I feel like you can also massey around the 8 a little bit with enough right spin. You can still pop the 3. But I think he's definitely thinking about hopping it or something here, or something really narrow.
I think you should do that shot.
A narrow amount of spin lets you kind of come into this hole at the right angle. Come across to hit it.
Maybe.
No, he's coming into rails. Boom, boom, come on.
And that's the 3 foul, so it's loss of rack.
That's good.
A good defensive mastery there in that rack. I love those kind of games. Really not letting your opponent have any breathing room at all.
And CHUAN had a good angle coming into that 3 ball. He had two railers that kind of came short both times, and I think he adjusted well to hit the 3. But unfortunately, the 7 was just too big for him to avoid. But it was good adjustment from what he had before.
Yeah, well, the position got worse and worse each time he came to the table. His first foul was probably the easiest one to hit, which I'm not saying it was easy. It was still hard. But the second one was even harder, and the third one was almost impossible. So it just becomes this cycle against good players. So almost dry break. The 1 didn't go, but the 5 ball did. And we might see a carom shot or a combo. If he can see the left side of this 1 ball, he could combo the 1 into the 9, into the 2 ball, excuse me. Yeah, I was wondering how that was going to work out, because I knew that the 2 was kind of on the other side of the pocket, so I had to double kiss it there, and it worked out great. kind of mid-table for the 3.
This is a little weird though, because the 3 doesn't have actually that much space to play for. Yeah, he has to go up a little bit further than that. I think he's got it. He's shaking his head and yeah, not a fan of that shake.
Yeah, I think he was shaking his head there because he wanted to come above the 4. He didn't want the 4 on the side, but he's okay because it lined up nice on the side. But that was not what he was intending. He got away with it. I will say the table has 6 pockets, and those are for when you get a little out of position, change your mind. Not in one pocket, though. You're stuck. Now, I wonder if they play much one pocket in Taiwan.
I don't think they do.
I would love to see these players playing one pocket. Very good out.
Well, that's 3-1 for Liu CHUAN.
Yeah. Good break and run right there.
I do feel Liu is playing a little bit stronger than Tai. The consistency is a little bit higher. Tai has made some very, very glaring mistakes, including the 2-ball miss on rack 2.
Mm-hmm. Which is the one that he won. He got away with that. Or, no, he didn't win the rack, but he did get back to the table, I believe. But yeah, you're right.
No, he did win that rack because Liu CHUAN took a 2-ball run on the first one to come up 1-0, and the second one ended up winning that one, despite missing that too. But it is indicative of how he feels, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, he
shouldn't be missing with a straight-in shot, just stun it for the 3, and he wobbled it. It tells me 2 things. It tells me that he's not super comfortable with the tournament yet. He's not settled in, but also these tables are playing really tight. He's probably playing tighter than what he's used to.
It's nerves too.
And that's why he's battling.
Being in a major event like this, it does come with some nerves, no matter how well you train. And players that can handle the pressure better are usually the ones that come out on top in these events.
And I just can't get over how they all have matching shirts. I love it so much.
Yeah, it's really cool. Uh-oh. Right to the side pocket. It wouldn't have scratched if it hadn't hit the 8-ball, but it did. Even if it didn't hit the 8-ball, though, it still would have set up for a very nice out. So this is exactly what Tsai needed. Because his last turn at the table was a 3-foul, and then the next one was a break and run, right? So, he didn't see daylight in the last 2 racks.
Yeah, so he's definitely feeling a lot of pressure here, and it's very important for him to win this rack, because I think mentally, if you don't win this rack, especially with the table that's open, I'd say it's almost game over in terms of where your mental standing is.
Yes.
That could be just my own personal mental game, but I think at this point, especially as you said, you lose with a 3-foul, and then immediately your opponent break and runs. If you don't finish here, you're in big trouble.
And if you do finish it, you're feeling good because it's only 3-2, and you haven't had many opportunities, so that you're feeling good if you can win this ball. Getting to the 6 is the trick here.
Yep, this is the key shot. If he gets the shot here,
Oh,
he's out.
yeah, that's too unfortunate there. He did get to the 6. But this shape here is not easy at all. How does he get from the 4, which he's very straight on the rail? How does he get back to the 6? Is he going to draw jacked up, and he's going to try to draw this cue ball back to the 6 ball? Are you kidding me? Oh, that was a heck of a try. I would have loved to see that, because those
Yeah,
are
you got
so
a lot
difficult.
of action on that draw.
Yeah, I mean, just to get the cue ball to draw when you're that close to the rail and you're shooting the ball that far away, no surprise that he missed it. Those are incredibly difficult to aim accurately on in that position. That would have been absolutely incredible if he drilled that.
Another fortunate leave though on that 4 ball. You know, either Ty has to draw it again and maybe come short side, or he's going to bump into that 9 and he doesn't know where that cue ball is going to go.
I think you draw it off the 9. Jacking up a little bit. He's going to draw it off the 9 to bring it. Oof.
He's
Yeah,
jacking up again, right? Like this. Yeah, see, you see how he ends up?
Yeah. Short side on the 6.
It was a great attempt on the 4 though.
Yeah.
But
both of them, both players.
Regardless, he didn't get shape on the 7. Oh, the 6, sorry.
Right. Yeah, he wouldn't have had shape. Yeah. Well, he didn't get enough draw out of that cue ball. He hit the wrong side of the 9.
Well, that's what I mean. Like you once you're trying to play draw off that 9 ball, you have to get it really perfect.
Oh, wow. We are seeing a whole lot of twists and turns in this rack.
No way.
It's gone back and forth several times here. We got Xiao Wang in the chat.
That's 1993. Does Ty play at 1993?
Well, Sai is definitely getting extra opportunities in this rack, which is exactly what he needs, because he's been struggling quite a bit in this set. And this is, as Justin said earlier, this is really almost a must-win rack for him, because he hasn't had many opportunities previous to this. He got 3 fouled and then break and run on by LIU CHUN. Okay. Good attempt. Didn't get all the draw that he needed to out of that cue ball, so now he's going to be using some extra rails.
Would you prefer to maybe just bank this in? Like the bank is pretty there.
I think the bank still takes you away from the 9 ball. So I think cutting it and coming around underneath, you're going short side on the 9 here. Unless you can come into it at a sharp angle, that's not bad. I was thinking he was going to go a little further with it and come underneath the 9. I know you never want to cross the side pocket, but in that situation, I probably would have, me personally, tried to set up for that.
This is a must make.
Oh, is it going to hold up? It is going to hold up in front of the side, so heartbreaker there for Sai.
This is still weird. Like if he's trying to cut for this 9 ball, he has to cut it really, really thin. He cut it too full, it throws into that point. Yeah, he's kicking at this. Oh, here we go. Oh no. Except arguably leaves it tougher than before.
I'll tell you, this rack has had so many turnovers in it, especially as compared to the previous racks. We haven't seen all that many. And he tries to fire the bank in. Does it go off the extra rail? No, it's not going to. That's going to be a loss of game. But Sai had opportunities. I don't know if that makes him feel any better or not, but what can make him feel better is just knowing that it is a race to 9, and you're going to have swings one way or the other. You just got to get the momentum started with the one rack and build it from there.
One big thing here, though, I do think that at least Chai should be taking a timeout here if he can. I don't know if they have some set, I think, X amount of matches, then you get a timeout. But if they get to choose a timeout, now is the time.
So was that a golden break there? It was. Now
Wow.
5-1. Yeah, 9-ball win in the bottom right corner on that break. Wasn't really watching.
Wings in this game is big, and it's funny because you just say it's just a race to 9. It is a race to 9.
But that
But
gets shortened real
you get a
quick.
few of these in there.
Yeah, that can shorten down real fast. The finish line can come really quick on you. So a dry break here. And not a great look at the 1, but I think there's some safety potential maybe coming up underneath the 7-ball. Looks like the most likely place. Nope, he wants to get distance. That's never a bad thing. He is going to leave maybe a window. Let's see. Is there a window here? Justin, I think there is. Yeah, he's certainly got the window right there to the 1-ball. He can't make it, but he can make contact with it. And if you can make contact, you can get safe. Is the 1 going to keep traveling far enough? I don't think it is. It actually traveled to the perfect spot for a side pocket shot here for Sai.
All right, guys, I'm going to be right back here. I'm going to restart my computer and be right back.
Sounds good. Thanks, Justin. So he's going to be drawing this under the 7-ball to play the 3 in the side pocket. This angle on the 3 does probably get the cue ball to go into the 4, so you have to be cautious here when you're bumping the 4 ball that you're moving the 4 towards this pocket area. Unless you can completely avoid the 4, and then it's a simple off the rail and out. But I think that he's going to have to come into the 4 a little bit here. Might have been what he was trying to navigate. And now the 3 and the 9 are tied up. This is an interesting situation. He seems to know what to do right away. Gets the safety behind the 4, or does he? I don't think that he did. I think this is definitely on for Sai to get something going. And he's overrun his position on the 4 ball. Now having to choose an alternate path. He's going to pocket this in the top corner, bring the cue ball 3 rails for position on the 5. It's what it's looking like.
Back, Patrick.
1 rail and up. Welcome back, Justin. It's a good attempt. We had to get to a short side position on the 5 ball. That was very difficult. How's your view now, Justin? Is it better?
Yeah, way better.
Yeah.
I think Tai Cheng-En has to play a carom here. Rail first, sorry, play and force himself to play the combo, 5-6 combo.
It doesn't look like he's going rail first here. It looks like he's just going to draw this back off.
All the way back. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, to come short side on the 5. I don't think the 5 plays by the 6. So both players tried to get the cue ball into that small window over there.
Well, that's why I meant like he might be playing for that combo. I thought he couldn't see the 4.
Oh, right. You were planning on playing the 5-6 combo.
Yeah, I'm saying he's forced to play the 5-6.
Yeah, that combo looks a little funny to me. It's just a little off center. But now he's got a difficult angle here, and he's been struggling this whole match. He missed a shot on the 3 earlier in this rack that I know he wants back, and he knows that opportunities are going to run out pretty soon. Excellent stroke there. Does he get around it? Oh, that was beautiful. That was exactly what he needed right there. Because he got the 7 ball out in the open instead of being tucked in by the 9 ball there. Position on it now is so much easier. That was a well-played shot. And it's funny, he gave a wave after shooting that 6 ball.
Oh, man. This guy can't catch a break.
I think he's still okay here, Justin. I think he's still okay. I think he should be able to pocket this and just draw this off the side rail and back out to prime position for the 8.
But I mean, you have to imagine what he's thinking in his head, right?
I know. Yeah, I know. He's struggling, but this is part of the sport. You got to work through those struggles, and let's see how he does with it.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. He didn't get on the correct side of the 8, but
The
I'm
9
sure
goes on the side. He just has to draw the 8.
yeah, I'm sure he's happy. Just make the ball. You want to be on the other side of the 8 ideally, but this is definitely manageable.
Yeah, you can punch past it apparently. Oh, I don't know why. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know if he could really get past it, but maybe punch past it, yeah, to get a ricochet off the ball.
He definitely didn't want to touch the 9. This is way tougher than, he meant it to be. Must make.
And he's rattled it. Oh.
And that's what happened when he ended up not drawing off the 8. Like, he could have drew off the 8 off the short rail, came back up for the 9 ball on the side, but instead chose to risk it going forwards and bumping into that 9 ball, which resulted in that shot. I feel like some of the choices are a little bit more dangerous than it should be.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't near the rail. He had choice to draw. He could have done it. Like, he had free choice on what he wanted to spin and what he wanted to do.
So you can see the ref telling him about racking the 2 ball, I believe, where the 2 ball needs to be placed on the rack. And I believe the rule is, and I've been watching them rack, is it's either got to be in the ring ball area, one side or the other, or in the very back of the rack. Okay, we have a player timeout. We will just go to a quick commercial break. That's working here. Check it out.
Experience the pinnacle of billiard excellence with our precision-crafted cloth, trusted by champions worldwide. Engineered for flawless play, it's the surface that elevates your game. From professionals to enthusiasts, discover a world where mastery meets innovation. Explore our range of colors and textures to express your unique style. Elevate your game with us. Visit our website today at www.cpbabrand.com.
And we're back. All right. Pockets the 2 ball went right into the pocket.
This is a very dangerous rack for CHUAN. He's not at the table, and the only tough shot here probably is this shot on the 1.
Yeah. It's very tough, and then there's also going to be a tough 3 ball, most likely right afterwards.
I think the 3 ball goes past the 9, no problem.
Yeah, but it'll be a long distance on it.
Well,
is what I meant. We had 2 long distance shots to play in a row. The 9 might be hampering part of that pocket. I don't know. He just looked to see. And one way I've kind of done is take the edge of the ball. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that 3 ball does play.
Yeah, with that line, it does look suspiciously not going.
Yeah, it didn't go. That tells me right there that it doesn't go, because that was perfect shape for the 3 ball in the bottom left corner. And he wouldn't have played for that position if the 3 passed by the 9. That tells us all the information we need. So now LIU CHUN has got to do the same thing, or run into it, or get underneath it somehow. Maybe if he bumps it. Okay. Well, I guess now we're going to find out. Maybe it does play.
He's shooting this really quick for a ball that doesn't play.
Yeah, he sure is.
Yeah, no problem.
All day long. The camera had us fooled.
So I wonder if Chai Cheng-an looked at the 3, and now that the 3 is obviously going, I'm wondering why he played for that shape. I feel like it's half pocket, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe he just felt more comfortable going to the other pocket and getting the short position, taking the easier shot, the harder position to get.
Yeah, but I think one of the biggest differences between the two players here is the choices that they make. Oh, nice left-hand switch here.
I saw that too. Yeah. I always pay attention to a player that can switch hands and still play well.
But I mean the experience and the shot choices, I think, was a big difference between the two players here, and really hurt Ty in the long run because he made some, I think, poor choices. Whereas I feel like Liu CHUN has been playing a much more solid game in terms of choice and ball control.
Yeah, agreed. And the scoreboard is showing that as well. I tell you, watching this event, being over here in the United States and watching this event going on, it makes me really want to go to Taiwan and come to some of these clubs. It just looks like a great place to meet good players and play good competition and just have a nice, clean, professional environment to work and improve and compete.
Well, we're planning to come in November, right? So if we come in November, anyone watching the stream now, Patrick is an easy game to win. So you match up with Patrick, and then you have another. Wow, that jumped into the corner.
Yes, it did. It hopped off of the rack and bounced off the side rail and hopped its way to the corner pocket. Yeah, I am easy money. I'm what they call a fish.
Yeah, in North America, we call you a fish.
Yeah.
So another great chance for Ty here. The trickiest shot is from the 3 to the 4. The 2 and the 3 is not easy either, but he's probably going to get a pretty nice shape on this. Yeah, a little bit bigger than he wants, but I think he just stunned. Yeah, he's going to play down to the rail and play the 3 ball right. Play the cue ball right here. Play the 3 ball up table. But that 4, you want to be in this area here, and it's not going to be easy to get to.
No, that's very difficult position to get on the 4. So a lot of work to do here for Sai.
I think he landed great. The best thing he can ask for here.
Yeah.
I think he can just go forward and
float between those 2 balls.
Maybe. I think he does have an angle.
Or are you going to try to run into the 6?
I think both are thinkable. Like both are viable shots.
And here's where you really have to pay attention to making the ball, because you can get one eye on the leave and miss the shot quite easily.
Oh, yeah. I think he tried to manufacture that angle.
Mm-hmm.
The only way he got that angle was to cheat it and play it to full, which is exactly what he did, right?
Yep. And that's very common. We all do that. So jump shot coming from CHUAN. Beautifully done. And he scratches in the side.
Yeah, the side pockets has been the bane of his existence. All right, Ty.
This is your moment. The comeback starts with this ball in hand. And this 4-ball, well struck.
Yeah, consistently overrunning.
Yeah,
Ty is consistently overrunning.
Yeah, and that's the nerves, I think, and the pressure of the moment, and you're on the live stream table too.
It's also a new cloth, right? New table, new cloth.
Yeah,
You're going to run more than your usual tables.
It's a tough environment to play in, but these are moments that build you up as a player. Great recovery there with the safety. Does he have the window to catch the side of the 6-ball? No, I don't think he does. So CHUAN playing a little looser now, I think, with the 7-1 lead. And sometimes that helps the player, get into, they're just comfortable. And that's, what do they say? They call it scoreboard pressure, right? When you have a big lead, it gets easier for you, and it gets harder for your opponent to really stay focused and execute well when the scoreboard is against you.
But that kind of thinking can really backfire. If once you let go of the pedal, sometimes it's hard to get that engine running again. I also think culturally, I think that kind of thinking is a little bit less prevalent. But I do definitely think that Liu's feeling pretty comfortable right now, especially seeing how Ty is playing. Oh my God. Okay.
So Sai gets both the 6 and the 8-ball in.
But I think it's definitely his feeling is from how Ty is missing like very key balls, which also makes him lower his guard.
Okay, so a long-awaited win for Sai. He hasn't won in the last 6 straight racks. When it was 1-1, I believe, in the beginning. But now he's earned himself a break and a chance to build momentum. So a successful break from Sai.
And a great layout. There is absolutely no problems on this table. Maybe again, coming from the 1 to the 2, I wouldn't try to do too much. Honestly, come off 1 rail and just come across to here. Don't try to do too much. You can pot it from anywhere. Trying to get past that 6 or doing anything too crazy is just going to backfire. Yeah, that's pretty. Now Ty's in line. This is going to give him a great confidence boost if he runs this one out. And now comes a little short.
Yeah, quite a bit short. He's going to have to load up on inside English on this shot. And he's got
it's tough when hitting that thin, right? Like when you're hitting that thin, especially you've been constantly overrunning. It's easy to tell yourself, oh, I'm hitting this thin. I'm gonna have to hit this one a little bit softer.
Yeah, he decides to play the safety, which is most likely the right move there, and he's executed that really well. Maximum separation and blockers. Good quality safety right there.
Oh, good speed, I think. I don't think he can see the through for sure, but I don't think he can pot it. It's really close.
Yeah. He had it. And I couldn't find any information about TSAI on Wikipedia, but I did find LIU CHUAN is a professional Taiwanese pool player, and he's had quite a bit of success in his career.
And I think it shows. I think Ty is a newer player, and you could feel it in his decision making, and in his kind of adjustments to how the table is playing. Like he's a great shot. You know, he's shooting good, missing some key balls, but Liu CHUAN is very obviously the stronger player here.
Yeah. So LIU CHUAN, he
you got to say the full name. So Liu is his last name. CHUAN is his name.
CHUAN.
Yeah.
He was in the 2006 WPA Men's World 9-Ball Championship. He was eventually eliminated by the runner-up Ralph Suke in the quarterfinals.
Oh, wow.
And from that event, he secured a spot in the 2007 WPA World 9-Ball Championship. So he's been at this for quite some time. So and I'm sure Tsai is quite aware of his opponent's abilities, and that may also that was good stroke there to get on that 9.
This is good. He's finding his groove.
This is what he needs. Get the fight. Yeah, there we go. 7-3. We got a race now.
So let's take this time to play a little quick ad here. I have to say, I really like a lot of the cue makers coming out of Asia. Those cue, like the cues in that advertisement are quite pretty. They seem to favor using the silver and the metal. Quite like it.
Yeah, it does have a very nice, elegant look to it. Okay, so 2-ball coming awful close to the 9-ball, but I think it nudged it just enough to where there is room to pocket the 2.
And again, just shape for the 3 is what is tricky here. He's looking to glance off the 2.
Yeah, you could carom this. I think that might even be an easier way to get to the 3 ball, is to play off the right side of the 2, caroming it to the pocket. But you're going to have to come around some trouble balls. He's getting really low on this, so he's going to try to draw this.
Ooh.
What a shot. I mean, that was very hard to execute.
But another really tough shot here, because natural angle on this 3 is right to that ball. He's going to have to draw it so he can come across, hit pretty close to the pocket, and come 2 around this way.
Yeah, this is not easy.
Oh, he tries to check it. He really likes that check spin. He's been putting a lot of check spin.
Yeah, it worked in that situation. He didn't even touch the 6 ball.
Yeah, but did it? Like, now he runs into the 7, and now he's just as difficult.
Yeah. I think he was just focused on avoiding that 6, and he did, but checked it up so much it hits the 7 and 50-yard line now on the 4 ball. Which way do you go here?
I like going to the left, just because the 8 ball's there. You know, it can offer some protection here. You want to double kiss more than you want to overcut more than you undercut. Except he's going on the right, so yeah, I don't
undercut it. Where's cue ball going to go?
It's not bad.
Oh, I think it's going to give up a look.
I think you can cut the 4 into the top left. Whether or not he does it is a different story, but. No, play safe, comes behind the 8. Let's go. I think he's got it.
I might.
He's got it. He's definitely got it. Draw your line.
Yeah, no, it's definitely there. I think. I mean, I can draw it, but you know, I think he can. I think he can see the edge of it, but well, he looks like he's bringing his jump cue to the table, but now he's looking at it. If you go from the edge of the cue ball to the edge of the past the 8, and it does look like it hits the edge of the 4. So now he's going to get his regular cue, because I think he's looked at it and said it does actually pass, and he's getting his regular shooting cue. But he came to the table originally with his jump cue, thinking that that was going to be the weapon of choice, but he can see the edge of it.
Yeah, either way, it's going to leave a shot. I kind of like mass saying it around the 8 to hit the 4 ball a little bit fuller, and then just kind of punch the 4 ball kind of up to where it is now, like here, and then leave the cue ball here. But this is what we're left with.
Yeah, I think he was just thinking, I'm going to give him as much distance as I can, you know, and hopefully the 4 ball kind of lands in a funny spot. But
you play at this level, man, the distance doesn't, like when the shot is there and it's at an angle, I'd say less than 45, 50 degrees, it's come on, it's expected that you make it, right? Distance is not going to make a difference here, especially at this level. A little short. He's going to have to come around the 8.
And he's come wide. He's okay.
Pretty natural with topspin. Caught it.
And perfect shape on the 9 ball. Good out from LIU CHUAN to go on the hill 8-3 and breaking.
Thanks everyone for joining us on this stream. We are Dustin Lee and Patrick Nix from North America. So we're commentating all the way across the ocean. Our business partner is Taiwanese actually, and he's commentating the other EvoSports match. And he will be speaking Chinese. I will save you from my Chinese. I do speak Cantonese, so if anyone is, in the chat and wants to hear the commentary in Cantonese, I can switch channels real quick. This 2-5 is quite interesting. There is a bit of distance, but I think it's lined up right for the pocket.
It does look like it's wired.
Oh, he didn't like it. And I really like this technique that he's doing. A lot of players ask me how to kick and stuff like that. He's pointing at the second rail you want to hit, not the first rail, but aiming for the second rail you're going to hit. Ooh.
Okay, so a very tall order here, a jump shot with the ball that's on the rail, or the 2 ball on the rail anyway. If he goes for the cut on this 2, it's going to be hard to keep the cue ball on the table. It's got to settle before it gets there. Good attempt. Does he get any luck? Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, if he shoots the 2 in the corner, this looks super dangerous here. But I think Liu has the amount of control necessary to not do it, but it's definitely on his mind right now. Yeah. Ooh. Really shows how tight those pockets are, man.
Yeah, they've missed a few of those that are like that.
But I feel like Tai is the one who's missing them like that, right? The 3 ball, the 1-9 ball, this 2 ball. He's missed quite a few that way. And 2 rails.
Oh, that was a good stroke on that to get the cue ball to come all the way around.
Worked out really nice.
Yeah, he knew that hitting that extra far is going to be better than not hitting it far enough. He didn't want the 6 ball to be in play at all on that shot. But that was a beautiful angle on the 6 to get the cue ball all the way back down to the 5. Oh, I was just about to say he does look like he's really going a lot more looser and faster than he was earlier in this match. And it looked like a cueing error there, a miscue that caused the deflection and hit the 9 first. I'm definitely noticing LIU CHUAN has sped up his game quite a bit with the lead. And I notice how that there is refs there. There's doesn't seem to be a shot clock, but players know that they need to be respectful. And you can just tell that there is an understanding of this tournament has to continue moving. And when they go on player break, they put a stopwatch on the table. Frustrating miss, and that could be his last shot of this match with LIU CHUAN on the hill. It's just a matter of getting from the 7 to the 8. I think the only difficult part. But yeah, even when they have a timeout, the referees come and they put a stopwatch on the table. And they have a very specific amount of time that they're allowed for breaks. And I think that's a smart way to do it.
No.
Yeah, he's gotten very close to that 9 ball. I was assuming he was going to put more draw and come to the other side of it and play the 9 in the same pocket. But it worked out okay. This 9 ball to secure the first match of the day. And they did. So SHENG with another life to climb back into this. What are your thoughts, Justin? Do you think that does it feel like LIU CHUAN is maybe changing something up, playing a little faster? Have you noticed?
Well, something's definitely changed, right? He fouled on the 9 ball, like he shot the 5 so quickly. He hit the 9 ball. He missed that. He came straight on the 8 ball. He drew it back. He did have, for what he had on the 8 ball, that shape on the 9 should have been a win, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you're on the hill.
Yeah, I'm not saying that he's being careless. I wouldn't say that. I would just say he's playing quite a bit looser. Not quite, I guess, not as disciplined as he was in the first 10 racks or so. Just my observation from all the way over here in the Seattle, Washington area. It is really a delight for me to be able to watch this and commentate this live from thousands of miles away across an ocean. On the EvoSports live streaming system. The players are literally running the stream themselves with the provided equipment that's installed. Dry break from TSAI.
Sorry, just catching up on some conversations.
No problem. You haven't missed anything. I'm just wondering how LIU CHUAN is going to approach this 4 ball. I believe it only plays to the top right corner without breaking it out. And he might be able to get position on it right now down in this area here. You can get the cue ball down there. Look at that spin off that last rail. What a beautiful shot to get
I think you can throw
underneath.
this on the side as well. This is great shape.
Yeah, if it plays in the side, yeah, that's really nice. Because he
I think
can.
it throws on the side. You can even bump the 8 a little bit. Bump the 6.
Yep. Yeah, yep. Loosen everything right up. Okay, you didn't want to bump the 8 into the 6. That made it more difficult now.
Yeah,
I mean,
this
I
is a little
understand.
weird.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's just a little weird now. I think his angle's too big on the 3. The 6 definitely still plays into the corner. Maybe he can draw it. Yeah, he's going to look into drawing along the long rail. Yeah, a little bit much, but it's going to work out okay.
Yeah, this
And now
is
we're gonna
tough. The 8
Punch
ball
through
is.
the 8 with top spin.
Yep, we've
Hit
got
off the 8 with top spin to come this way.
Yeah, that's kind of sketchy. Can be.
It's not my favorite, for sure.
I think it comes more out this way, but he
Oh,
went the other way with it.
right.
Does it pass?
It does.
Yes, it does.
Oh, maybe not.
Well, if it doesn't, we're going to see a lockup safety.
No, he's just checking if he wants to go forward or just boom.
Yep.
That's it. I think that's it. It has, you
Yep.
can't be making that mistake again.
No, I think it's pretty much over with now. Good job from CHUAN to mount a little bit of a comeback there towards the end. Showed some grit, got some opportunities. Got a few wins on the board against a really good player. And I'm sure that he'll do well in the rest of the tournament on the B side. Players shake hands, and that's going to do it.
Well, thanks for joining me on the mic, Patrick, and we'll see if we can do the next one too.
Yep. Thanks everybody for watching. And again, this is on the EvoSports live stream system. You can check it out here.
Introducing EvoSports, the future of live streaming. It's now easier than ever to stream and share your action. We use the best equipment for high-quality HD image. Invite a commentator from anywhere in the world. EvoSports is the evolution in billiards entertainment. Live streaming has never been easier. Simply enter your name, add your race length, and start your stream. Join us on YouTube at EvoSports Streaming or at evosports.live.